All right, it's our NFL pick show. We have all 13 games, picks from all 13 games for you. If you're looking for my best bets, go to Tony'sPicks.com, click the link in the description. Tony T here, let's get it started. Jaguars and Dolphins NFL pick here for Sunday. Jacksonville starters on offense and defense healthy. Miami offensive starters healthy with a corner questionable, but linebacker Bradley Chubb is out. Jacksonville finished 9-8 last year, put up 22 points a game, gave up 22 as well. Really struggled with turnovers along with the run game. An efficient passing attack though over there. Defensively, they held opponents to 4.2 yards a carry, 240 passing yards, 6.5 yards per pass attempt. Miami went 11-7 in 2023, put up 28 points per game while giving up 23. The Dolphins rushed for 5 yards a carry, more efficient passing attack. Defense limited opponents to 3.9 yards per carry with 223 passing yards for 6.6 yards per attempt. The big concern here is the Jaguars pass rush with Chubb out. Jacksonville has a significant injury advantage based on the David Chow 6 score. Jaguars tight end productive and signs point to their first round pick and Thomas a weapon in the passing game. They can fix these turnovers. It's a fixable issue. Play Jacksonville plus 3.5. Vikings and Giants NFL pick Sunday. We've got Minnesota looks to rebound here from a 7-10 finish last season. Starters on both sides healthy here. They struggled with turnovers, were able to move the ball in the passing game. Defensively, they allowed 21 points a game, but allowed opposing quarterbacks 70% completion rate. With Kirk Cousins moving to Atlanta, it will be Sam Darnold at quarterback. He served the backup role in San Francisco last season after ineffective seasons with the Panthers. New York finished at 6-11 with poor offensive production. They put up 15 points per game while allowing 2.4 points to their opponents. The defense struggled to stop the run. Daniel Jones will start at quarterback, completed 68% of his passes last season for a career low 5.7 yards per pass attempt. Vikings have covered 5 of 6 on the road last season. Of course, Jones coming off an ACL tear. Always concerning if he's 100% strength here or effectiveness. Vikings receiver combo of Jefferson and Addison, the key component here. Aaron Jones coming over from Green Bay has been a serviceable back. Of course, the injury scores are even on both sides here. We're going to take Minnesota minus 1.5. Panthers and Saints NFL pick Sunday. All right, we've got Carolina tight end Tommy Tremble out. Their starters on defense are healthy. New Orleans has a defensive tackle out and a linebacker questionable. The injury scores are somewhat even on both sides here from David Chow. Carolina finished at 2-15 last year. David Canales was the surprise head coaching hire whose job was to improve the productivity of Bryce Young. They put up just 14 points per game last year while giving up 24.5. It was wider discrepancy on the road here, though. New Orleans finished at 9-8, put up 23 points a game while allowing 19. During joint practices, observers noted the improvement out of quarterback Bryce Young. The Saints failed to cover 5 of 8 at home last season. The defense tanked the final 3 games of the season last year, giving up nearly 400 yards a game. Carolina has covered 7-11 against the division, and the Saints are 6-12 in their past 18 in the favorite role. They are 0-5 the spread in their past 5 September games. Play Carolina plus 4. Steelers and Falcons NFL pick Sunday. Pittsburgh quarterback Russell Wilson doubtful with that calf injury. That's the source. Be my line service. My live service sent me that Saturday night. Their left guard out. Steeler defensive starters healthy. Atlanta fullback Robert Burns is out with their defensive starters healthy. The injury, David Chow's sick injury score gives a significant advantage to the Falcons here. But if Pittsburgh finished at 10-8 last year, they put up 18 points per game a season ago by giving up 20. The Steelers struggle in the passing game, just 6.2 yards per pass attempt and average 4.1 yards per rush. Defensively, they held opponents to 4.4 yards per carry on the ground and defended the pass pretty well. Atlanta, a 7-10 team last year, put up 19 points a game while giving up 22. Offense performed better at home, 390 yards averaging there with 24 points a game. But Justin Fields at full health is better than, I think, a better option. Russell Wilson, whose calf injury will impact his speed and mobility. Kirk Cousins is coming back from a serious Achilles injury last year, He is on a new team, missed the preseason. Chemistry may be an issue. The Steelers have a good defense and expect them to really pressure the quarterback here to test Cousins' recovery. The Falcons failed to cover 5 of 8 at home last year, played Pittsburgh plus 3.5. Patriots and Bengals NFL pick for action on Sunday. New England left guard is out on defensive linebacker and free safety are questionable. Cincinnati receiver Higgins is doubtful. Chase questionable. Their defensive starter is healthy. Cincinnati has the David Chow sick injury score advantage here with the biggest variance here on offense. New England went 4-13 last season with O.J. Mayo in his first season as head coach. Entering this game, they put up just 14 points per game while holding opponents to 21. Turnovers were a major issue. The Patriots rushed for 3.9 yards a carry with only 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they limited opponents to 3.3 yards a carry. Cincinnati went 9-8 in 2023, put up 21 points a game. The passing game averaged just 6.3 yards per attempt. They performed poorly on defense, allowing 4.7 yards per rush, 7.6 yards per pass attempt. Jacoby Brissett will start at quarterback for New England. Joe Burrow is back healthy at quarterback after missing much of last season with a wrist injury. Bengals could be missing both receivers. The Patriots defense good, but the offense is in rebuild mode with Drake May, the future, just sitting out in the game and learning. Play New England and Cincinnati under 41. Cardinals and Bills NFL pick. Here we go for Sunday. Arizona starters here are healthy on offense and defense. Buffalo as well. The Cardinals finished 4-13 last year despite a winning spread record. They put up just 19 points per game last year, so under 27. Arizona was effective running the running team that averaged 5 yards a carry. Passing game struggled with 5.7 yards per pass attempt. On defense, they allowed 143 yards rushing, 4.7 yards a carry. Buffalo put up 26 points a game in 2023. They rushed for 4.4 yards a carry and were an efficient passing team. On defense, they allowed 4.7 yards per rush but held foes to 6.1 yards per pass attempt. There has been a change to the receiving corps for the Bills. Kyler Murray will have first-round pick Marvin Harrison, their first-round pick, along with the talent surrounding them. A healthy Murray does give opposing defenses that fits with that running ability. Upgrades at the receiver position. The key talent is dropped for the Bills receivers. Last season, the Cardinals covered 5 of 8 when they're big dogs of plus 3.5 to plus 9.5. Play Arizona plus 6.5. Texans and Colts NFL pick. This one here on Sunday. All right, Houston starters on offense and defense healthy. Indianapolis receiver Josh Downs is out. Pro Bowler Samson Ubakam lost for the season during training camp with that ACL. Houston finished at 11-8 last year. They put up 23 points per game while surrendering 21. The run game produced 3.7 yards a carry, but it was an effective passing attack led by C.J. Stroud. Pass defense needs improvement with 68% completion rate for 6.9 yards per attempt. Indianapolis 9-8 in 2023. They put up 23 points per game while giving up 24. Colts rushed for 4.3 yards a carry with only 6.4 yards per pass attempt. As starting quarterback Anthony Richardson missed most of the season. Indy held opposing offenses to 4.1 yards per rush, 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Point production was down over 4 points in the Texans' road games last season. A healthy Jonathan Taylor will help Richardson. Remember, he rushed for 188 yards against Texans in their final game last year. Texans pass defense a concern in this opener on the road. Play Indy plus 3. Titans and Bears NFL pick. Here we go for Sunday. Tennessee receiver DeAndre Hopkins questionable. A cornerback is questionable as well. Chicago receiver Keenan Allen questionable. Both defensive ends are questionable for the Bears. The Titans finished at 6-11 in 2023. They put up 18 points, allowed 21 to their opponents. Their run game produced 4.2 yards a carry, but the passing game was ineffective. Their run defense good, but they allowed 68% completion rate for 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Chicago went 7-10 last year. They generated 21 points per game, giving up 22. The Bears had a good run game that produced 168 yards, 4.9 yards a carry. Defensively, they held foes to 4 yards per carry, only 59% completion rate, 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Titans made a surprise coaching change and getting rid of Vrabel. Bears rookie Caleb Williams makes his debut here. But Will Levis showed some downfield ability, 7.1 yards per pass attempt average. Pollard was a good pickup at running back here. And Levis, again, quality receivers around him. NFL is really tough on rookie quarterbacks, especially early in the season. We'll take Tennessee plus 3.5. Raiders and Chargers NFL pick for Sunday. Las Vegas starters on offense, defense are healthy. The Chargers offensive starters healthy with a corner questionable. The Raiders finished at 8-9 last season. Their offense put up 19 points and surrendered 19.5 a game. They struggled in the run game and their downfield passing game, just 5.5 yards per attempt. Defensively, they allowed 4.5 yards a carry on the ground, 7% completion rate. Gardner Minshew won the quarterback battle. They lost running back Josh Jacobs during the offseason. LA Chargers went 5-12 in 2023. The team put up 20 points a game, allowed 23 to their opponents. LA defended the run, but allowed 250 yards passing per game, 7.1 yards per pass attempt. Jim Harbaugh is the new head coach, and to help improve the run game, brought in J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. This will feel like a Raiders home game. They have a huge fan base in LA. Chargers, a small fan base in LA. Chargers let go of their key receivers in the offseason. This feels like a rebuild for them in this first season with Harbaugh. The Chargers pass defense a concern play here at Las Vegas plus 3. Broncos and Seahawks NFL pick for Sunday. Denver starters on offense and defense healthy. Seattle receiver Tyler Lockett questionable, and on defense the linebackers out. Broncos finished 8-9 last year as they put up only 21 points a game, allowed 24. They rushed for 4 yards a carry and struggled in the passing game. Defensively, they gave them 5 yards per rush and allowed 67% completion rate, 6.9 yards per pass attempt. Rookie Bo Nix won the quarterback battle in Denver. Seattle was 9-8 in 2023 and put up 21 points a game while surrendering 23. They rushed for 4.1 yards a carry with 230 yards passing per game, 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Geno Smith returns under center. Mike Macdonald, first-year head coach, as Pete Carroll exits. The injury to Lockett a concern for the Seahawks. This puts pressure on a passing game that struggled. Nix had a good preseason that enabled him to win the job. The Broncos have covered 6 of 8 when underdogs of plus 3.5 to plus 9.5. Seahawks 2-8 to the spread as a home favorite of 7 or fewer points. Play Denver plus 6. Commanders and Buccaneers NFL pick Sunday. Washington starters on offense and defense healthy. Bucs offensive starters healthy, but their 2 defensive ends out. Washington finished at 4-13 in 2023. The offense put up 19 points a game while allowing 30. They rushed for 4.4 yards a carry, but they were ineffective in the passing game with 5.9 yards per pass attempt. Defensively, they gave 4.5 yards a carry, 389 yards passing, 7.5 yards per pass attempt. Rookie Jaden Daniels won the quarterback job. Tampa Bay finished at 10-9 last year. Team put up 21 points a game, allowed 19 to their opponents. The running game struggled with 3.6 yards a carry, 64% completion rate in the passing game, 6.9 yards per attempt. Defensively, they held opponents to 3.8 yards a carry, 250 passing yards, 6.9 yards per pass attempt. Baker Mayfield was signed to return at quarterback. Dan Quinn takes over as the Commanders head coach and is a defensive-minded coach here. The one-dimensional approach by the Bucs offense a concern as the run game was really weak. Commanders have covered 8 of 13 as an underdog. The Bucs 3-8 as a home favorite. Play Washington plus 4. Cowboys and Browns NFL pick. Here we go. Sunday. Dallas starters on both sides of the field healthy. They did lose a corner during training camp, and Diggs returns from serious injury. Cleveland left tackle out, their right tackle questionable. Their defensive starters are healthy. Dallas put up 30 points per game while allowing 20 points to their opponents. Last year, they averaged 69% completions, 7 yards per pass attempt. Dallas rushed for 4.1 yards a carry. The defense allowed 4.2 yards per rush, 6.5 yards per pass attempt. Cleveland averaged 23 points a game while giving up 22. The run game put up only 3.9 yards a carry with massive struggles in the passing game. The defense held opponents at 4.2 yards per rush, only 58% completion rate, 5.5 yards per pass attempt. Prefer Dak Prescott over Deshaun Watson here. There's continuity with the Cowboys offense, even though receiver Cooper exits. Diggs makes this defense better for Dallas. Watson's effectiveness in question. Play with Dallas plus 2.5. Rams and Lions NFL pick. Here we go. Sunday. All right, we see a significant line move here. LA left tackle out, right tackle questionable. Their defensive starters healthy, but the backups are banged up. Detroit starters are healthy on offense. Defensive tackle is questionable. There is a sick injury score advantage for the Lions here. LA went 10-8 last season as they put up 24 points per game, allowed 22 to their opponents. The run game improved with 4.3 yards a carry and had an efficient passing attack. Defense held opponents at 4.1 yards a carry with 6.6 yards per pass attempt. The Lions produced 27 points per game in 2023, but 4.6 yards with 4.6 yards per run and an efficient passing attack. Defensively, they held teams to under 4 yards a carry, but 257 passing yards, 7.4 yards per pass attempt. You know, Aaron Donald's major player exit for any NFL team this season, but McVay has always appeared to be able to fill these holes. The pass defense, of course, is the question here for the Lions, as laying these many points against a healthy Matthew Stafford. We'll take LA plus 4.5. Guys, you're looking for, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more free pick videos. You're looking for my best bets, go to Tony'sPicks.com, link in the description. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.